Yo, what's up, everybody? And this is applicable science. We about to spit that so you can't deny us. But what's up? My name is Amanda Harvey. I am a junior studying molecular biology major from Woolwich, New Jersey. What do you do, Chauncey?
What's up, everybody? My name is Chauncey Upshur. I'm a graduating senior computer engineering major, computer science minor from Lower Maryland, and I'm another one of your co-hosts for Applicable Science.
And last but not least, it's your boy, Christopher Small, graduating senior electrical engineering major from Jacksonville, Florida. And together we are Applicable Science Podcast.
So today we are talking about nothing but the only arithmetic, or as Chauncey says, arithmetic. But
Arithmetic. What a shot. Dang.
LOL.
But we're talking about, in other layman's terms, get into the money. Everybody.
Securing the bag.
But yeah, so we're talking about how you secure the bag. So I think the best person to talk to about this is whatever.
It's Chauncey. It's Chauncey. Chauncey's the best person to talk about this. Because Chauncey comes from Howard County.
He was a math minor at one point. But since he can't say arithmetic, we're going to go with the next best thing.
Oh my God. What's up with the shots? Chauncey didn't let me hold the dollar yet, so it's cool. I mean, that's the perfect topic. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, arithmetic. You don't know what arithmetic is? It's a branch of mathematics that studies pretty much the basic mathematical operations. So addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. So, I mean, pretty much you learn that in grade school, probably between kindergarten and no more than second grade. So that's pretty much arithmetic. It's a Greek word originated from the words of meaning art, the art of counting, and also math. So pretty much a little basic terms about arithmetic.
Quick little side segment. How does everyone feel about arithmetic and just math in general?
Oh, me and math we have a developing language. We have a developing relationship.
Audience, by the way, when I tell you,
Here we go.
Chris'
Here we go.
favorite subject of all time is statistics. I tell you, he'd been jumping for joy every time we go to class. Oh yes.
I saw PTSD when you said statistics. The abbreviated word is stats. When I hear stats, it's okay because you hear stats when you watch ESPN.
No, it's statistics.
Statistics and probability, that gives me nightmares. I don't want to hear nothing about no distribution, no normal standard deviation. I don't care about none of that. That class gives me nightmares. I talked about it previously in one of the episodes. Tune in and watch after that episode. But yeah, that class was the worst for me. So I'm glad I can understand arithmetic, but not probability and statistics. That's for sure.
That's all math, I had a internship about statistics. My mom's a math teacher. I'm a math tutor now. I
like numbers. You like numbers.
Yeah, I'm number oriented. Like I need to see the path, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. But
when you
just give me a formula.
Have you taken? You don't have to take differential equations, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh, that is another beast. Chauncey can attest to that. That Diffie Q's is crazy.
If you don't like math, like if you don't like the STEM, then of course differential equations is gonna be a challenge. But it's necessary for, I guess, especially for engineering, it was necessary to learn about differential equations because we have to calculate, inductance, capacitance.
Yeah.
And all differential equations. So those equations was essential for us to learn. It's different, but I believe it was necessary. So.
But did you like the class though?
No comment.
You pleased the fifth.
AKA.
Wait, so what's the highest class do you have to take?
I think it was actually only like I took higher than I was supposed to take, but I took up to Calc 2. But I mean, I took up to Calc 2 in high school, so it was pretty slight.
Hey, y'all don't have to take up the Calc 2?
Yeah, it's glorious. I was almost a math minor though. I thought about it, and then I was like, nah, I'm done with that. I was like, my major has so much already that I'm like, because we have labs, and like this semester I have 3 labs. It's ridiculous. Only 4 classes. Mm-hmm. But yes, so we're talking about, I wish I had a little pocket or something, securing the bag and some glasses, like, you know.
That's helpful bag. That's helpful bag.
But how do you guys secure that bag?
I wanna get to Chauncey on this one because I feel like Chauncey could be a master negotiator when it comes to securing the bag. Because Chauncey's very, if it's not my way, it's the highway type. So Chauncey, have you had any like negotiation stories or anything like that where you had to force the compromise or you just walked out?
I mean, are we talking about in terms of like regular deals?
Possibly, yes. If you were like at a corner store or something and you had to pay $3 for a soda or something, and you talked the guy down to like $1.50 or something like that.
Well, if I know something is outrageous, I'm not going to pay for it. So if you're trying to finesse me, then you're just going to lose business after that. So I remember when I went to this, you know, those little stalls when in the mall when they have the like, you know, they have like those small goodies, like for example chains.
Oh yeah.
Right.
The
so
our bubblegum machine that be in there for like 2 years.
Yeah, but you know, I'm talking about the stalls itself.
Yeah, I got you.
So I remember this one dude, he was trying to sell me a chain. So I was like, you know, I'm curious. So I was like, all right, so how much you trying to let me have for it? He was trying to tell me to drop 100. I was like, drop 100?
Just drop 100 like it's casual.
Cause like, let me see if I have the chain.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is looking for this $100 chain right now. I don't know if he has it in his apartment.
All right.
Probably not $100.
Nah, I don't have it.
Probably not $100.
Okay, so there was this chain that he was trying to get me to get. So it was it's like a chain, but it's not like, you know, a real one. So actually, here you go. This is actually one that I got not too long ago.
Is this real or fake?
According to him, it's real. And
you can't ever trust the guy who's selling it to be truthful.
So this is a chain, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he was asking me to pay like $700 for this. And according to him, it's real, right?
Mm-hmm.
So from the jump, I knew I was not dropping $700 for this.
$700 for just a chain? That's crazy.
I was not dropping that. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna catch you because I wasn't gonna drop it anyway. So then he was saying, you know, come back. But I was like, nah, I'll catch you later on. So now this is the second time I'm coming back to him because now my brother has come out from the shop. Okay. And he purchased we was going shopping for my friend because it was his birthday. So we was going through the shop and we came back to the stall and, you know, he was trying to sell it to me again. So I was telling him, I was like, no, I'm not buying that because that's too expensive. And I don't even know if it's real or fake. By the way, it's already broken. So my assumption, huh?
You trying to sell you a broken chain?
Like, I don't know if it's broken or like. I don't know what to tell you.
Why? Because it can't snap in the back or something?
No. It has a snap, but like the edge of the snap, like the so within the clip on it, right?
Yeah.
But the thing that's clicked onto that, so it's like a little ball. Yeah, but it has a little hole in it.
Oh, and it broke. It's open.
Right. So it's open
okay.
like that, and I don't know if it's broke or it's supposed to happen like that, but I'm pretty sure it's not.
Yo, I hate when the chains do that.
So
I got to weigh the whole chain.
Mm-hmm. So how much do you pay for it?
Oh, I'm getting to it. So I was telling dude I was gonna buy for that. Although it looked really nice, I was gonna buy 600, 700 for it. So my bro was like, all right, because he was getting something else too. He got another chain, but it wasn't like a real one, but it still looked nice. And it was a watch. So he was telling home dude to say, all right, give me this chain, a gold watch, and the other chain for 900. So overall, it would if I was to pay all this separately, it would came out over $1,000. But we was able to bring it down to $900 because, like I said, I wasn't paying $700 for this chain. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we was able to bring it down a notch, but like I feel like, especially at those stalls, if you say you can just go to another spot, because those stalls, there's at least 2 in the mall. So if you gonna try to play with my money, okay, all right, fine, I'll just go to the other one, see what he offers.
Out of the mall, yeah. They are in competition with each other. Like
that's what I'm saying.
I know you're going to Rico over there, but all right, let me make a deal with you.
That's what I'm saying, because he knows that I can easily go to the other stall and get that. He probably give me that price.
Yeah.
So he made a deal, and we got what we wanted at a lower price. So I feel like, long story short, I feel like when someone says it's the final price, I feel like that's not true. They're willing to go down, but the things that y'all be saying, like people. All right, so let's say I'm trying to sell my Xbox, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll say I'll sell it to you for 500. That's an overshot, but I'm just right. That's an overshot, right? Mm-hmm. Now, the seller gets turned off when you say, "Okay, give it to me for 100." So the seller's like, $100? Yeah, now you can go kick rocks. Like, because that's not even no negotiation skills. You're subtracting $500 to $100. Now, if I was to really price my Xbox, I would sell it for $200. But if someone was to come up to me and say, I want it for $50 or nothing more, nothing less, I'm like, yeah, you can go kick rocks. I'm not gonna sell it to you for $50.
But why did the person with the Xbox think they can sell it for 500? Like they're gonna make a profit?
Because they're gonna. I don't know why. Because like, especially when we're really close to getting to the new generation Xbox and PS4, there is really no point of spending no more than $100 on a console, or maximum $150. Because I feel like you can survive for a couple months until the release of the new PlayStation or Xbox. And you might as well just save your money for that, because if you see how the games are right now, they're putting, don't get me wrong, they're putting effort to the current generation games, but they're not putting as much effort as to the new generation games. So everything right now is being tailored to the new generation games.
Makes sense. I mean, that's the next product that's coming out. I forget how much the PS5 is about to come out. Is it like 600 or something?
No, it's 500.
Oh, it's 500. But still, they got to make sure that people get those games. They just lower the quality. It's like with the iPhone. Once the new iPhone come out, the older ones get slower and slower, apparently.
You know, at first we thought it was conspiracy, but it's actually a true fact. Some of the software is tailored for the new iPhones. So because it's tailored for new iPhones, some of the effects or features that's on the new iPhone is not on the old iPhone. So it caused a little slow or a little like malfunction. That's why I would never update my phone, because usually when you update your phone, it's tailored to the new iPhone, and when it's tailored to the new iPhone, it's going to mess up your original phone. That's why I hate updating my phone, because I realized that after like iPhone 6.
No, yeah, but I know people were suing like Apple because it was proven that they did slow down phones, so they get their money.
They sued Apple, but I'm pretty sure they fixed it now, because recently I just updated my phone because I wanted to update my Apple Watch, but it's not as it was back in like a couple years ago, because I would see a noticeable difference in terms of slowness. But for right now, it seems fine to me.
It could just be that you have a more updated phone. Then they're all coming after you. But
it's also possible, because I think this is the X, so it's only one generation behind.
But yeah, I feel like Chauncey, you're like the biggest negotiator of all time.
Oh, this is facts.
Anytime I ever ask him to do something, he's like, "You're gonna either have to beat me at it, or what you gonna do for me?" And I'm like, bruh.
Hey, bro, I just asked you to take me to the store.
He's like, "How much you paying?" Yeah.
This is not a free world. What? Once I get out of the habit of that, then like I'm just.
Chauncey's trying to secure the bag on somebody.
I mean, it's factual. Like, if I'm always giving, what am I giving back? What am I getting in return?
That's weird. I mean, you gotta get some type of bag back.
So, like, I mean, if I'm driving you to the store, can you at least give me something?
Yeah,
it's not like you act like I'm going to ask you to buy me a PlayStation game, which is $60. I asked you to buy me a drink.
Chauncey, the one time I had you drove me down the street, you had me buy you $20 earrings.
$20 ear? Wait, are you talking about the beauty shop?
Yes.
Come on.
I didn't realize how expensive they were until I started paying for them. I said, hold up.
Are y'all seriously gonna believe Amanda?
No, I'm serious. Chris was there.
Oh, this is the time we went to the beauty shop?
Yeah, down the street.
Are you seriously gonna believe Amanda?
I'm not. I don't know what to believe.
The earrings were $10.
No, they were
and
not.
She made me cash app her.
No, I did not.
I don't know what to believe.
I'll go through the receipts.
I didn't even want to be in the store, to be honest. So I really went there. I was just hoping y'all would get in and get out.
Yeah, I think we did. Actually, no, we were in there for like 40 minutes. But no, I feel like Chauncey, he's 100% like, what you gonna do for me?
Let's get off with Chauncey. Amanda, how do you secure the bag with your scholarship? Let's tell the audience about that. And they got a full
and you forget you have a stipend
from
the government.
Nah.
Hey, we not on that though. We not on that. We on Amanda right now. Chill out.
All right, we'll get back to you.
No, we not, but it's okay.
So how I secure the bag? So I mean, I did start.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda got a full ride for the rest of her collegiate career.
But yeah, I secured the bag academically because I'm a hard worker. I no slack. No, I never really had a summer to myself to have fun. But yeah, I work hard and I'm passionate in what I do, especially my sports. So then I got a full ride from Hampton University thanks to the Department of Defense.
How did they approach you?
They emailed me.
They just saw you like transcript and stuff?
Yeah, so they did based off my major, so I was a biology major. So they emailed all the STEM majors who were going to honor dissertation weekend. And then from there, they were like, we could take a test during that weekend and potentially get like scholarships and stuff. So then from that, I got an email 2 months down the road, and they were like, you got a full ride and you can be a part of this program. So I was like, okay. But yeah, it's really nice.
Reminds me of somebody else on this podcast that has money from the government.
He got his different though. But yeah, it's nice because for one, well, at first we were getting stipends, but Hampton University subtracted that out of our bag. But then but now I have internships over the summer, and it's a very nice paying internship, do I say? But my nose itches. But yeah, so it's really nice paying internship, and I feel like with the cohort I'm in, it's like a group of people who are motivated to do similar things or just thinking a career in STEM. So I feel like all of us securing the bag, all of us are multiplying or adding to each other's lives in a beneficial way.
I'm trying to multiply my income.
Oh, facts.
I'm trying to be like on that AVH Organics wave, just trying to build another business on the side. You know what I'm feeling? Like multiply that income, so it doesn't be like linear. It be exponential. So one month it grows big, and then maybe the next month it falls off a little bit, but it comes right back the next 2 months.
No, yeah, I try to secure the bag and everything. I have my plans, future plans. I have my career goals, life goals, everything. I'm gonna try to follow my path as straight as possible, but you never know what comes your way, and we'll change it. But yeah, so as of now, I'm securing my bag and what I want to do, and nothing's gonna stop me from what I'm gonna do. But then also, I have my business. AVH Organics. So I'm trying to secure the bag that way because I am very big in hair products and just the natural hair world. And I did my hair with some of my products. But no, it's really, I like to, anything that I do, I like to give 100% and do my full research and just be passionate in whatever I'm doing. So I feel like that's the best way to secure the bag. Yeah.
Speaking of securing the bag, did y'all hear about the 19 families that bought 90 acres in Georgia? 19 black families that bought 90 acres in Georgia. It's Tom's Borough, Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. No, they bought a whole town. They bought a whole town, pretty much. Now they're about to turn into apparently the next Black Wall Street. So I'm excited. Look at that. They are adding all their incomes, subtracting the BS, multiplying the revenue, and dividing the profits. Look at that. Period. That's economic wealth. I mean, that's group economics right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Facts.
Build together.
Say that again. Say that the adding.
Adding their income, subtracting the BS, multiplying the incomes, and dividing the profits.
So you prefer?
Oh, and the link will be in the description below.
So you're saying you would do like group economics?
Yeah, you gotta make sure everybody's on the same page. But yeah, I mean that's the fastest way I think to generational wealth. I live by the proverbs of if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. That's why I wanted y'all on the podcast because I want this to go far, but I can't do it by myself because nobody's gonna listen to me just by myself.
Mm-hmm. If you think about it, you can't get anywhere in life by yourself.
Exactly. You need connections. Mm-hmm. So once this grows, I mean, we all gonna grow together, and it's gonna get bigger and bigger because we're all doing our same thing, but at the same time, we're working together.
We're gonna be old and gray and still doing complete.
Man, I'm already gray. So you ain't gotta worry about me. I'm almost there. By the time I'm 40, I'm gonna be looking like Morgan Freeman with all gray hair, but just straight. I'm gonna look like Angela Bassett on Black Panther when she was all gray.
You think your hairline will subtract?
No, don't try me on that one. Don't try me. No, I'm holding on to this for dear life. This is not going to subtract. If anything, it's going to stay stagnant. It's not going to add, subtract, or multiply, or divide.
It's just going to be a constant.
It's going to be a constant. Yeah, you know, it's going to reach the asymptote. It's going to be there.
So what you're going to do is you're going to multiply it by 1.
I mean, as long as it don't move, we straight.
A week. So Chris, as Chauncey was subtweeting you earlier, how have you secured your bag?
Yeah, Chris.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for
bag.
tuning into another. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into another episode of Applicable Science Podcast. I greatly appreciate it. How did I secure the bag?
Yes.
I mean, just like Amanda. I mean, I was taking out loans the first 2 years of school because I was too lazy enough to apply for more scholarships, and study hard on the SAT and ACT. So that was kind of like in my perspective of as a not a payback, but like a consequence of my lack of laziness during high school. Even though I was making good grades, I really didn't care about standardized testing like I should have. But yeah, I had to take out loans the first 2 years of school. Then I applied for the scholarship that one of my interns before I got to Hampton. They told me to apply for it. Freshman year, I was like, I'm not gonna apply for this. I want some freedom after school. Mm-hmm. I want to know where I want to work because I want to work there, not because I have to. All right, that's cool. Freshman year come around, gotta take out loans, gotta borrow money from family members. I'm like, this ain't the move, low key. I can't be doing this. This not for 4 years. I'm gonna set myself back probably like 5 years if I keep doing this. I'm not gonna live my life. So sophomore year around, I didn't secure the bag yet, but I applied for it, got it by the grace of God, got the scholarship.
Elaborate, what program are you in?
DoD SMART program. SMART is the acronym, Department of Defense, Science, Math, and Research Transformation scholarship. So pretty much working for the Department of Defense after school. The obligation is you work for every year. They sponsor you for schooling. You have to work for them after school. So after I graduate, I'll be working for the Department of Defense for 2 years because they're paying for my junior year and they're paying for my senior year. And you get a nice little change every month, a little smidge amount of money so you can live a little bit. But yeah, I mean, securing the bag with your academics, I think that's the best way as a student right now.
Absolutely. Again,
if you got a side hustle, like everybody's trying to start a podcast, including ourselves. Everyone's trying to start a t-shirt business, some nails, hair. My sister is an entrepreneur herself. Mm-hmm. She's the one who got me inspired, to be honest, because she's an entrepreneur. She's been doing this for probably about 3 years now. Yeah, she's making money. She has her own schedule. She got clients. She got clientele. It's all fine and dandy. And then everybody's just trying to be entrepreneurs to have some ownership. I think that's one thing that the African-American community doesn't have is some type of ownership to where we can say, this is ours. You can't touch it. You can't do anything to it without some type of warrant or legal obligation to it. So I think that's one thing that I think we're all trying to secure the bag with is entrepreneurship and ownership of things that we want to own. Now, it depends on what route you want to go, to be honest. I don't think t-shirt business is for everybody, but maybe merch, something that can build over time. But trying to be a clothing designer is not everybody route, but I'm not telling you what to do. Just go get the bag.
No, yeah, I agree. I feel like, I'm sorry if you hear my dog barking, but the best thing to do is like, say if it doesn't work out for you in like the corporate world or whatever career you want to go to, having a side business or anything on the side that you can fall back on is optimal, because the only person who can uplift yourself is yourself.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, I know one of the celebrities, I ain't gonna say her name, but she was talking about how earlier she doesn't date dudes who have 9-to-5 jobs, or they just have to be entrepreneurs and CEOs. I'm like, I mean, that's cool and all, but if I do a 9-to-5 that I actually like doing, I'm okay with it. So if I become an astronaut, God willing, I'm gonna be okay with that 9-to-5 job. I think that's pretty straight. But I could also have a side income with real estate or something like that. Or
wait. You said somebody celebrity saying that they're not comfortable dating somebody with a 9-to-5 job.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's just.
But you said you weren't name dropping?
Huh? Yeah, I don't want to name drop her.
Okay.
But she did say that she only wanted to date entrepreneurs. I mean, that's perfectly fine because they are boss. She wants to date a boss. That's understandable. Everybody wants to date a boss.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're putting a cap on how much they make in a reasonable amount of time. I think a 9-to-5 job, if you have a side income, I think that's pretty straight if you like what you're doing. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. And I think her main point was like, I think it obviously got misconstrued.
Yeah.
But I think she meant of it as she wanted someone with her similar lifestyle rather than someone who went every day like back and forth to work. So I think she wanted more of the I forget, like creator lifestyle where you have to go different places all different times of the hours of the day. But I mean, I still think you should still appreciate what people who do 9-to-5 jobs, because it's majority of this country and the world. So yeah, you can't knock someone just because of their employment or their passions.
I mean, like I said, I mean, at that point, that's just girls' preferences. So I'm not gonna hate on a girl's preferences.
Yeah.
Because everyone has preferences. I have preferences too. So I mean, I'm not gonna hate on that. I'm just saying, like I said, you shouldn't really be knocking it, because if there's no 9-to-5 jobs, and then the simple convenience of getting money out of ATM or just getting money from the bank itself with a representative, that's a 9-to-5 job. And if it wasn't for that, we would not have those simple services. For another example, going to convenience stores. If there wasn't 9-to-5 jobs, that wouldn't be possible. So, I mean, like I said, 9-to-5 jobs are important. It's just that I want to, like, it's just not my lifestyle. But I don't knock it because that is what we need in this country. So
I got a question for y'all. If you had to pick a side hustle, what would it be? Like your main side hustle, what would that look like? Because I know for me, I know Chauncey's already doing it. I'm committed to him right now on the podcast for doing it. He's actually doing an intern with the electronic repair shop, and he's learning the tools about repairing electronics. So I want to commend you on that, Chauncey, because that's something I want to do, but I haven't taken the initiative to do it. And Amanda as well for starting her own hair product business, for actually starting it from the ground up and trying to get a name out there and making it bigger. So I just want to commend y'all for that. So what would your other businesses look like?
Another business? I feel like for me, because as you guys might know, I want to be a PA. I feel like my side hustle while I'm a PA is actually I want to do research on the side. And I want to focus on human research. So how things affect the human body and etc. So I feel like I might focus on a specific body system or something like that, depending on what my specialty is when I get to become a PA. But I want to do research because I feel like being in the medical field and research is hand in hand.
So I'm kind of ignorant of that. So how would you actually get paid for the research? How would you get the financials out of it?
Okay, so I actually would find a company or something like the Department of Defense and just do like a part-time, or maybe have some type of collaboration where I can come in every once in a while and help out with some type of research that is going on in their lab.
Okay.
So yeah, I would build connections in other laboratories, and then, but at the same time, I'll be a full-time PA as well.
I got you.
Yeah.
Got any ideas for yourself, Chauncey?
I think besides what I'm already trying to do, another thing I will be willing to do is being like a private contractor, meaning like if you need a code for your business, I'll create it for you, and you just have to pay me a set amount of price.
I mean, even then, you can just have your own LLC, and be the owner of that, and they just pay you directly for that, so you get tax breaks I mean, that's one trick I've been watching on YouTube. People with LLCs get a tax break because it's a small business. I mean, but also I wouldn't even charge for a set price until you get like, well, actually I would charge for a set price. And then once you get your clientele up, you can charge for like per hour. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, if once I get it, I have to like, I want to say that I mastered a certain language, but I want to be official, so I'm just gonna get a certificate, and then once I get the certificate, then I'll start, like actually.
But do you think a certificate is going to help you secure the bag? Like maybe, in my eyes, I think certificate's cool and all, but if you have a bunch of projects, maybe that shows you way more than what a certificate did if you just took a test or something like that.
But nowadays people are very about accomplishments and more of your background. Like, what is your
What is your educational background? Like, what is your
what is your
accomplishment?
resume? What's your resume?
Okay.
So like, because if personally, what would you do if there was a guy who has a degree versus a guy who doesn't have a degree, and the person who doesn't have a degree like exhibits better, like you think he'd be better, like you think he's more educated, but this dude has a degree and he's like, let's say, a top of his class. Which one would you take? The one who doesn't have the degree, or the one who does?
That's kind of tricky though. All right, so there's some
Because a typical person would take the person with the degree.
Of course, but that's very traditional. I think even with other companies like Google and stuff and Apple, they really don't require software engineers to have a degree anymore in software engineering or like computer science. You can literally take a bunch of courses and do projects and then show them your portfolio on GitHub.
But the thing about that is those are EUC distinguishable. So like when you brought up stuff like software engineering and stuff like that, you can easily tell if they know their stuff or not. All you have to do is give them a situation, and then they have to code for you, and then you can solve it then and there. Yeah. But stuff like business majors, it's hard to distinguish that because it's not some outright test that you can do to see if they're like how qualified are they. So for example, the people who are agents, a lot of people are not, well, I'm not gonna say a lot, but there are some people who doesn't have like a degree. But people like the Rich Pauls of the world, they don't have a degree, but they're very successful.
Yeah.
So, and I mean like that I'm just trying to bring into perspective, because although he doesn't have a degree, that doesn't determine how intelligent he is. Mm-hmm. But the world we live in, your resume is everything. So if you say, I'm just trying to create a differential between softwares, like things that are easily distinguishable versus stuff that are not as easily distinguishable.
I get what you're saying. I mean, I think that's a case-by-case basis. I don't think that's a one-size-fits-all. If the educational background has more superiority than like side projects or like side hustles that they're trying to use as educational background. At the end of the day, it's what you can accomplish and what have you learned. So either that's traditional route like college or trade school, or is it actually getting to the field and moving pretty much. So I think that's just however the interviewer and the hiring manager thinks about it. But for me personally, I would look at them both equal and see which one can fulfill the position way better. And then just at college, it really wouldn't make a difference at the end of the day as long as they can get the job done.
But I do think at the end of the day, degrees do hinder your ability to elevate yourself in, say, a company.
Really?
Yes. Because that's why you see a lot of people going back to even get their master's or things like that, because they can't reach a certain position unless they have that degree or that paper.
Yeah.
So, because I know, like my aunt, she's been working at, they call it like CPS. So she's been working at CPS for however many years, but she can never elevate herself to a higher paid position because she didn't have a master's. So then she's now going back, even though they're paying for her master's, she's going back. She has to go through the whole process of getting her master's, even though she has all the experience and she knows she's been there for probably 20 years. But she still can't elevate because she doesn't have the paper.
See, I don't know. I think that's just society's train of thought. You need every degree, you get more and more education, you get more and more experience, well, technically, like, quote unquote experience. So I think we're getting away from that type of thinking, more like, can you get the job done if I put you in a position based on what you've learned, based on how you've been with your background? Can you get the job done? I don't really care if you have an MBA or a PhD or whatever certificate. Like, can you get the job done?
I feel like that's a good thing to think that society is going that way. I still don't think they're there yet in any capacity.
Yeah.
I still feel like if you don't have a degree, you're looked at some type of way rather than if you do have a degree. That's why there's such a high recognition to say, oh, you're a doctor, oh, you're doctor this or that, just because it's a high title in society. So you're looked at as superior in a lot of people's minds rather than, say, if you don't have even a bachelor's, it's like, oh, you didn't go to college. Because the degrees don't say anything about your knowledge, but society likes to say it does.
Yeah, they say you just can learn something.
No, I feel like that way it can be a hindrance in securing your bag. But there's still multiple avenues, and not the education system is not always everyone's avenue. So there's multiple avenues. Like my dad didn't go to college, but he makes good money. So there's multiple ways to go about doing things and being successful in life. I've been getting to the money.
On that note, we'll close the episode. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching our podcast. Check us out on our Instagram page, applicable_science. Follow me on Instagram at tallboy_Chris. You can follow Amanda at
Munda55 and Aviator Organics.
Once again, if you have any comments about our show, leave it down in the description so that we can make your experience much better. So, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one.
Bye.
All right.
Until next time.